Are you getting annoyed by the fact that people just tell you, you should work on your mindset, you should really do something about the way that you think, you should really open up your mind, and you have no idea what they're talking about? What actually is a mindset? Why is it so important, and why does it seem to be such a huge buzzword these days? This video I'm going to explain to you what a mindset is, what it is that it does for you or against you, how you can use it to your benefit, and of course, how can you change this to create better results in your life? Hey guys, thank you so much for being here on another walk with me. And I would like to discuss the mind. What is a mindset? How is it set? What is it that it does for us or maybe against us? And why is it such a buzzword these days? A mindset is nothing less than the software that you're running on. Every single feeling, every single decision, every single action, and therefore all your results, they come from your mindset. If you want different results in your life, you should work on your mindset. If you are not happy with the results that you're currently getting in your life, you should start changing your mindset. All right, I get it. But how do I do this, Stuart? How can I reset my settings? Exactly. Let me explain something to you in a way that hopefully everyone understands. Imagine your mind is like a computer, and the software that has been running your computer are the settings of your mind. Your belief system is there as well. If you strongly believe something, if you see something as a truth, for example, playing football is very hard. If you believe this, your system will find obstacles, will find difficulties, will find ways to prove to you, look, what I'm saying is true. I am correct, I am right. Playing football is very difficult. That is one of the things your mindset does. Everything that you experience, that you taste, touch, smell, feel, what people tell you, what you experience, the things you go through, all your emotions, everything gets stored in your mindset. It's like the software of a computer, but it's the software of you. And the software inside you processes everything that you experience. It stores this in your mind, and your mind has two parts, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. I'm not going to bore you with the details of that yet, because in this video I just want to explain to you what the mind in general does. So what exactly is a mindset, or what are the settings of your mind? So like I said in the beginning of the video, it is the way that you think, the way that you look for certain things. So it has to do with your focus. If your mindset is negative, that means that you're looking for, subconsciously, you're unaware of this, always the negatives, always for the obstacles, always for the difficulties, the challenges. Your body will always find what it is that you're looking for. So every single time that you are trying to change something, every single time that you're trying to improve something, every single time that you're telling yourself that you're going to change your mindset, you're creating a new belief. That means that your mind needs to take over everything that you're explaining to yourself as a new truth. Once you have done this, once you are capable, or it is possible for you to start believing these new facts as your own truths, that is when you change your mind. If you would tell yourself every single day that you're a loser, that you're worth nothing, that you're not good at anything, do you already feel a little bit where you're going? If you start believing this, you have now convinced yourself, your mind is set into a negative self-image. If you have a negative self-image, guess what happens? Your brain will start showing you proof of the things that you suck at, that you're bad at, the things that make you confirm to yourself, see, whatever it is that I believe about myself, that negative self-image, is true. The good thing about this is, you can turn it around. That means if you want to create a better understanding of who it is that I actually am, of where do my results come from, you need to start there. You need to start creating a blueprint, an awareness chart, an overview, where you see, oh, apparently this is the setting of my mind. This is how I see myself. In the end of the video, I'm going to give you a few questions, a few simple homework tools that you can use to discover those things about yourself. I hear your next question coming. How has my mindset created the results that I currently have? That is something that you said in the beginning of the video, and that's actually why I'm here. I get you. Your current mindset creates certain decisions. Decisions get into your actions, right? If you make a decision to do something, that means now you have certain behavior, you have certain actions. Your actions create your results, correct? So the way you think, create something in your feeling, in your experience. That experience makes you make decisions, and those decisions make you act in a certain way. Your behavior, your actions. That's where your results come from. Let me explain that in a little bit of a simpler way. Okay, Stuart, I think I get it. I think I understand now what the mind is and what its responsibilities are. But how does that create the results in my life? Let's say you convince yourself that you are a really bad singer. You might be, by the way, but let's say that's the truth that you have about yourself. So despite the fact that people around you tell you that you have a lovely voice, that you should go on stage, whatever they say, if your mind is set in the belief that you are bad at singing, do you think you're going to sing often? Do you think you're going to pursue a career as a professional performer? So a negative self-image makes you feel a certain way. You're insecure when you want to sing, maybe you feel embarrassed, whatever it is, but probably negative experiences. And because you're now in this negative state of mind, you make the decision that you're not going to sing. So your action is not singing. So the thought created a feeling. The feeling created an experience. The experience made you decide something, and the decision was, my action is not singing. Result, you'll never be a good singer. If you want to reverse this, you have to start with the origin of the result, which is always your thought. Another great example of the mindset is that it always shows you proof of what it is that you believe. If you would take a look at your day today, I don't care how long your day has been, maybe it's morning, maybe it's evening. Think about this for just 30 seconds. Ask yourself this question. Everything that went wrong today, everything that didn't go as planned, everything that maybe put you in a bad mood, what are the obstacles, the challenges of today? Ask yourself that question. I guess you can write down quite a few things. Now, if you stay in this feeling long enough, you are convincing yourself, because you keep repeating these negative things, the negative experiences, you're convincing yourself that you had a bad day. You're convincing yourself this day was worthless. Are you heading that way already? If you would do the opposite, guess where you end up in? The beauty, the positive, the optimistic. So if you want to have a completely different experience while you had the same day, focus on the things that you have. Focus on the things that you won. Focus on the things that you loved about your day. Maybe it was just a conversation you had with a person. Maybe somebody, a complete stranger, smiled at you and you smiled back. Maybe someone held the door for you. Maybe your boss said something nice. That colleague that was always a bit awkward to you brought you a cup of coffee. There's always something beautiful to find. And yes, this might feel strange in the beginning. Yes, it might feel a little bit in the beginning. But once you get this into your mindset as a default setting, that you're always looking for the beauty in your day, now you have a completely different experience. Therefore, things are changing. The same will happen as soon as you start focusing on something else. If you focus on the things that you can't do, if you focus on the things that you are bad at, if you focus on the things that you don't want to happen in your life, guess where all your energy goes, where your mind is going, where your focus is going? On everything that you don't want in your life. So, flip the switch. Make sure that you are in control of where your thoughts are taking you. You don't control your thoughts, but you do control your mindset. And you can start today. So in order for you to truly change the settings in your mind, you need to start with the awareness. What are your current settings? The same as with your computer. If the volume of the computer is too loud, you first need to notice it's too loud before you put it down, right? So make sure that you first become aware of what it is that you're currently experiencing as your setting of the mind. Make sure you get aware of this by asking you the following simple questions. Write these down and take time for this. It's not always easy to do. It can be quite confrontational, but it's worth it because now you can start changing the settings of your mind. Question number one would be, what is it that you truly think about yourself? How do you see yourself? What are the things that you believe about yourself and that you see as a truth? So let's say you have a conversation with one of your best friends, somebody that you truly trust, somebody that will never bully you with the things that you tell them. If they would ask you the question, introduce yourself towards the deepest level of your being, who are you? What is that answer? What kind of person are you? Where are your talents? Where are your strengths? Where are your weaknesses? Once you have done this, now you know where your belief system is at, where the settings of your mind are set at. If you want to change a few things, if there's things that you don't like that you tell yourself about yourself, make sure that you write those down as well. So this is step number 2. Keep repeating them. Look for proof in your life's experience that you can pile up as high as you can to confirm to yourself that those positive statements are true. Keep repeating them. Start seeing yourself as maybe that better singer. Don't tell yourself that you're the next great big pop star already, but make sure that you start convincing yourself that you are a better singer than you thought. And maybe you take lessons, maybe you're practicing more, maybe there's even people that could help you. Start changing the story you tell yourself about yourself. And the best way to convince yourself of the new truth is piling proof of the reconfirmation of the new you. You want to be a better singer? Start collecting proof that you are a good singer. Every single time somebody gives you a compliment, embrace it, celebrate it. Lock it somewhere in your heart, in your mind, and make sure that you tell yourself, you see, I don't suck that hard. I'm getting better. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting better. And the beauty about these small little wins is that they can create huge momentum for you. Momentum comes from nothing less than stacking the small wins on top of each other. So don't let your negative inner voice rationalize things down. Don't let your negative inner voice tell you that it's too simple to be proud of. Hey, if you want to clean a room because you're a huge mess maker and you're going to start with simply just making your bed, don't let that voice tell you, hey, come on, this is something that all the adults in the world do and you make it something special for you. Yeah, to me it's very special because apparently for all these years I've not been doing it and now I am. Yes, I am proud of myself. Win number 1. Maybe you believe that you're a bad singer and you start singing in a place like this where I'm right now, where nobody can hear me. Guess what? If now just one person says, I kind of like your voice, celebrate it big. And if that negative voice says, yeah, but you're not a pop star. No, correct. But I'm getting better and better. I'm practicing. I'm crawling out of my shell. Support yourself. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Make sure that you stack those small little wins on top of each other in order for you to create that momentum. So in order for you to really grow into this new person, in order for you to really change that mindset, the only thing that you need to do is to make sure that you just keep stacking all those small wins on top of each other. It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what it is that you maybe see as fearful or something that makes you scared. Most of the time, behind those scary doors, that's exactly where the win is. And at the end of this video, I would love to create a little bit of a happy feeling, hopefully, for you, because if we now think about everything that was oh so negative, and if we now see that our mindset is maybe programmed in a negative, biased way, don't get all depressed. Don't think, oh shit, look at me. No, this is awesome because now you know what to do. You have seen your mindset. You have shown it to yourself. You now know how to get there. Now the only thing that you need to do is make sure that you start reprogramming it. And reprogramming something becomes easier when you take over the control of things. No, you're not a failure. No, there's nothing really wrong with you. The only thing is you have let your thoughts control all your behaviors and therefore your results up to this point. From now on, step by step, probably baby steps, we're going to change this. You're going to take back control over the results in your life. So make sure every single time that you hear the negative inner voice say something negative about you, if you hear yourself say something out loud negative about yourself, stop. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That pace is fine. In your head, breathe and say, I'm going to stop saying this thing about myself. I'm better than this. I deserve better than this. change the story you tell yourself about yourself. We have somewhere between 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. If you have 60 to 80,000 times per day a negative affirmation towards yourself, do you think you're going to feel good about yourself? So you better make sure that the 60 to 80,000 thoughts you have per day are supportive ones, the ones that uplift you, the ones that keep you going, and for sure are not the 60 to 80,000 things that are trying to bring you down. If you have any questions, as always, just reach out, and I wish you a wonderful weekend.